open the floor for questions.
I think as many times a game a few days before a big tournament is sometimes not the game you want to see. I'm happy with with the result. It's also always better to go to Morocco with a victory than with a draw or, in the worst case, defeat. But I think that we can do much better than today. Maybe the tournament of next week played already in the heads of the players. I don't want to be injured today. And also, yes, the new boys. It's a big difference for them to play suddenly on that level. But at the other side, I'm not worried. I know that there are a few important players are coming with us on Thursday, and we still have 4 days to do the finishing touch. And I'm sure that we will be ready next Monday to play against Angola. Again, it was not the game we wanted to play, but I think I can be happy with the result.
Thank you, Coach. Open the floor for a few questions.
Coach, Kotatu Makali from Bafana Video. Coach, do you think heading into this tournament now, that South Africa not being seen as underdogs, perhaps is something that adds a bit more pressure to the team?
Yeah, but surely we will start AFCON now with another status than 2 years ago, but it was not the case today. We didn't have to feel pressure. It was a friendly game. Sure, you want to win it, but I agree that next week, Monday, when the game starts against Angola, that the pressure will be a little bit higher than 2 years ago when we played against Mali. But I think this team can resist that pressure. We showed it in the qualifiers for World Cup. There were some very important games under pressure that we did very good. Think about the game at home against Nigeria. Think about the game, the last game against Rwanda. So this team had experience, and I'm not worried about that. But yes, we will see and we will feel that opponents will play in a total other way than they did 2 years ago.
Good evening, Coach. Karabo Pasha, freelance journalist. Coach Ndamane, he had a beautiful performance, and I think he's also one of the best passers in the team. And when he puts in a performance like this, and maybe in the back of his mind, is he going to start, is he not going to start? What's your conversation now with him going into the tournament after such a good performance?
I think first of all, it's already a fantastic thing for him that he can go with Bafana Bafana to AFCON. Secondly, every game that Khulumani played, I was satisfied. Also today, also the previous games that he played. So I'm very happy with him. I know that if there's something happening behind and he don't play, that I can always count on him. And he proved again today that he deserves to be with us. So that is for me what makes me happy, those things. And you know that 2 years ago we won games because there were guys on the bench who came in and who decided the game. So I'm very happy with him. If he's playing or if he's on the bench, I know always that I can count on him.
From sports. Coach, how frustrating is it that you've got your final preparations at home and your squad is not full, is not complete? How much of that hamper your progress and your preparation?
Yeah, I think we are rather far, but like I said, the finishing touch is for the end of the week, and we can't complain. If you see teams like Cameroon, like Morocco, like Senegal, they have just started yesterday because of the players were not released by their clubs. So we can't complain, and we are already 1 week in training. The only thing, yes, is that there are not 4 players on which we could count. but I will never take that as an excuse if we shouldn't perform on AFCON. Certainly not.
Yes, Coach Velile here from SABC. You've previously spoken about how different this Angolan team is. And also now they're also under a new coach as well. Their former coach has gone to Yanga. What have you found about them?
You know, I saw Angola playing in the qualifiers, and I don't know anymore against which team they played at home. They lost the game 1-0, but if they played that game 10 times, they win 9 times. So it's a good team, you can be sure. And there are some good players. It's very technical. And now with the new coach is always giving something extra to the players that want to prove themselves. So that means that we will have a tough opponent next week on Monday. But at the other side, I believe in my team, and I believe in what my team already did in the past. We beat already better opponents than that. So that means that we don't have to be afraid of that we have to be confident in ourselves. But they will not give us presents. We will have to play on our highest level, and winning against them is enough. We don't have to think 2-0, 3-0. Winning, it shall be a very good result for us.
Okay, final question, guys. Is there a hand there in the back?
Yes, there is.
Okay, sure. I wanted someone different,
Okay.
because these guys have asked. Go ahead.
I Coach Prince Baraka here from Weekly SA. My question is, Coach, we've got 2 Southern African teams as well as a team from the North. So in terms of your preparations, what is the points tally that we're aiming at in order to secure a comfortable qualification into the knockout stages?
You know, the only thing we have to do is to achieve our highest level. And I know that those players can do that. But it is always when you go to an AFCON, we had to do that last time also. It's a very tough tournament, because every team is 150% motivated. For African players, this is the scene where they can show their qualities, where they can maybe create a transfer to maybe an European club or whatever. So they are super motivated. And now, this year, it's a very tough tournament because the teams are very tough. There are very good teams in that tournament, and it's not anymore like 2 years ago where you could say, okay, this team will never survive the group stages. There are not so many teams anymore, so in every group it will be war, and it's up to us to be ready for that.
Thank you, Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. We have to leave, unfortunately.